Hey guys, we are now live. Welcome to the live. So I'm gonna wait for y'all to come in. If you guys look at the replay, if I get too winded, I will make sure I put timestamps on this live stream so you can go directly to the part that you came to hear about. It will be pinned in the comment section of this video, highlighted in blue. So click on that blue highlighted timestamp and it'll redirect you to where you want to watch. However, I need for you guys to make sure that your notification bell is on with the option all, so you get all your notifications for all my lives, for all of any of the content that I put up. I also want you guys, after this video live, I want you to go check out um the letter, which is a half a letter. Somebody whoever copied that letter did not, it doesn't look like the full letter. And it could be more information on why this situation happened. Okay, as y'all come in, make sure y'all hit the like button and welcome to everyone who has joined the live. I wanted to, and I will play it a couple of times, but I guess we got a couple of people in here. But today, Natureboy, it said in the system, I called the courts at 8:30 and I spoke to the lady who's in charge of this courtroom at Superior Court. I talked to someone obviously at the clerk's office and she gave me the link again, which was the same link to the same YouTube courtroom where you look at the proceedings. Now, they said that his bond hearing was today and it didn't reflect anything else. It just was it was a link and that it was going to be today. Now, when we listened, when they started at 1 p.m. on time, the judge said this. So let's listen to what the judge said. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. Make sure you hit that like button. Matter of fact, before I do anything, let me do this. Hit the like button. Let me just remind you guys. It's short and sweet. And then I'm gonna just tell you possible reasons for all of this after you listen.
The miscellaneous criminal calendar that we initially started Thursday, and then it got interrupted due to tornado sirens going off in the building. So the remaining cases needed to be continued. All right, I'm going to start by calling the calendar. Let me stop that video. Okay. I'm going to start by calling the calendar to see who's here and ready to proceed, and then we'll get started. Number one is Jasmine Bennett. It's for a plea.
That's right, Your Honor. She's present as Jasmine's iPhone.
Okay.
I believe we may be waiting for the clerk.
Okay, very good.
Hold on, guys.
We'll hold for her. Number two, Elijah Bishop has been continued. And it's not going to be heard today.
So I wanted you guys to hear from the horse's mouth what the judge said. It said Elijah Bishop is going to be continued, is not going to be heard today. And the reason for that is because his lawyer, and you can look on my community page. Like I said, I don't know who copied this letter. It's not the full letter, but it shows at the bottom that the new paid lawyer that he had, Robert Booker, he is off of his case. He said it's a conflict of interest. I don't know what the top of that letter says because somebody just showed the bottom. It could explain why. It could be a number of reasons. Natureboy can't afford them because every time, I guess sometimes lawyers pay you per appearance. So if every time that lawyer steps in that courtroom, you have to pay him. It could be that he can't afford to do that, or he may have looked over all the materials and gave it a second thought, and he doesn't want to be involved in trying to help him out. It could be a number of reasons, but he said a conflict of interest. I really honestly don't know. A day before court, 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗖𝗛, aka Natureboy, he went live a couple of days before court. He went live with Wavy P, and Wavy P was the one that recorded him and put him on IG. I know the lawyer probably told him to stay off of social media. That could be the reason. There's a number of reasons why the lawyer is off of his case, that paid lawyer, and is saying it's a conflict of interest. He doesn't have, by law, have to explain to anyone why he doesn't want to be on 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗖𝗛's case. He can at any time say conflict of interest and be off his case. Only thing I think is messed up is he, it's just messed up because they're really already trying to hold him down. At least get a sentence out of him, even if they can't get a sentence off of him with the charges that are up against him. Okay, because it's not what you know, is what you can prove in a court of law. That is what the court of law goes by. It's not what you know, is what you can prove. So if they can't prove all of these allegations that are being brought against him, he could get a pat on the back, is what I'm saying. But it's just really important not to be messing with these court appointed lawyers, because they work with the courts, and to get a seasoned paid lawyer. Now, for the people that are just coming in now, I will replay it. Put a Y in the chat if you put a 1 in the not a Y. Put a 1 in the chat if you did not hear what the judge had said, and I can play it again. It's very brief what she said. Court is in session. Hey, Marcus, he probably can't get him bail without a secure address. Yeah, but if that's the case, that shouldn't be enough though to say a conflict of interest. That's Natureboy's problem if he can't get a secure address. I mean, I don't think that a lawyer would get off of a case and say conflict of interest because Natureboy doesn't have a secured address. So I think it's more to the story. Man, who knows? Natureboy could have had a meltdown. He wasn't feeling it, and he said, "I'm off this." We don't know. We know that Natureboy's a little touched and not by an angel. We don't know. Or maybe he said something to his attorney when his attorney was talking to him. It's not resonating with him, and maybe he's just like, I don't think that I'm the man for the job. I don't think that I can help this man. So I don't know what the situation is, and hopefully as time goes on, I'm not a conspiracy channel, or I don't like to do conspiracies, or I don't like to make assumptions, because sometimes when I make assumptions, 9 times out of 10 I'm wrong. So I rather just like to see things play out and and leave it like that. But I'm gonna play it again. Like I said, it's a brief. The judge just called his name and said it's going to be continued. He's not going to be seen today. He's been in there 9 months, got the juice. Yep. So let me play it again. Hold on, guys.
The miscellaneous criminal calendar that we initially started Thursday, and then it got interrupted due to tornado sirens going off in the building. So the remaining cases needed to be continued. All right, I'm going to start by calling the calendar. Let me stop that video. Okay. I'm going to start by calling the calendar to see who's here and ready to proceed, and then we'll get started. Number 1 is Jasmine Bennett. It's for a plea.
That's right,
here.
Your Honor.
Okay.
She's present as Jasmine's iPhone.
Okay.
I believe we may be waiting for the clerk.
Okay, very good.
Hold on, guys.
We'll
Hold
hold
a second.
for
I'll
her.
be right back.
Number 2, 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗖𝗛 has been continued. And it's not going to be heard today. the miscellaneous criminal calendar that
So there you go. It's going to be continued. He doesn't have anyone to represent him. His lawyer, the paid lawyer that he had, is off the case. Now, the only thing that I'm wondering, did this lawyer do enough due diligence where he's able to keep Natureboy's money that he paid him? You know, like, we don't know how he paid him. He could have paid him in a lump sum. Is he going to give the money back, or is he going to consider that as fees for his work? I don't know. Like I said, that's why I don't make all these assumptions up, because when we assume things, we make, a blank out of ourselves. Y'all, I heard Nay is four pregnant with Velvet's man. These are crazy. I've been out the loop. Yeah, she's pregnant. Yep. She's pregnant by 𝗪𝗪, and I hope it works out for her. Because to be honest with you, all she's going to be doing is taking care of another child. And that's crazy. They are crazy. Lawyer said he can't make it to represent him. Right. But there's got to be a reason for it. Why all of a sudden do you, hey, Sheba, hey, Arco, hey, everyone. I should have said that. Hey, everyone that's here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, mods. Love y'all for joining this live. 𝗪𝗪's done got jacked. Jag locked up. I need glasses. Jaguar is locked up too. I know. But hey, Nikwa. So, like I said, I just don't understand how a person takes on the case. He files all these motions, and then all of a sudden he just conflict of interest. He can't represent him. I just don't understand that. And see, it's a setback for the demon, aka Natureboy, because he's been sitting in there for 9 months, and now he's gonna sit in there longer, because now he's gonna have to find another paid lawyer. We don't know how long that's gonna take. And when he has to the paid lawyer is gonna have to find and schedule another bond hearing. And we all know, as soon as the new paid lawyer finds a scheduling for him to be in front of the judge to get a bond, the bond's going to be high. It's probably going to be something he can't even make. It says, yes, 𝗪𝗪 was trying to take Jaguar from her husband, and the husband proceeded to give him head, feet, and shoulders. You're crazy. Oh God, you're crazy. So it's a bad hit for him. The word in ATL courts, the lawyer is trying to convince him to take a plea. Prosecutor got overwhelmed evidence against him. Wow. So did y'all hear that? The word in ATL courts, the lawyer is trying to convince him to take a plea. Prosecutors got overwhelming evidence against him. Now, let me just chime in on that. What Arco just said. He's telling them to take a plea because if he takes it all the way to court, ain't no telling how much time they can give him. So basically what I'm getting from that, and this is just my opinion, I don't get up here like I know the law. There's a lot of people that get up here and they act like they know the law, and people sit there and listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're fire starters, and if they stay in that loop, there'll be days that, that'll be kind of dull, but then there'll be days that they're going to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? Because, they're on that time. But I'm going to just say what I get from that. He's trying to tell him to take a plea, but the plea probably still is going to give him a sentence. So Natureboy is looking at it like, I don't want to do no time. I'm innocent. So the plea, I'm quite sure the lawyer must have told him, I'm going to give an example. The lawyer's probably like, take a plea, do 6 years or 5 years, and then be done. If you get caught, if you get convicted, if you take it to trial, you could do like 25 to 30 years on those charges. the R charge alone. So Natureboy is only saying he don't want to take a plea because I'm telling you right now, the paid lawyer knows the numbers of what he would serve on a plea versus if he takes the trial, and if he gets found guilty, he also knows the numbers of what he'll do if he's found guilty. So he's trying to tell Natureboy, take a plea. Take a plea. That's your best bet. My husband even said the same thing too. He said Natureboy should take a plea. But Natureboy ain't built like that. See, Natureboy lied to us all these years, talking about he been in jail and da 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 da. He built for this. Natureboy is not built for this. Nobody's really built for jail. But it you know, I know many people that had to go to jail. But it's either you do the time or you let the time do you. If Natureboy has to do maybe even 3 years, he's not gonna do the time. He's gonna let the time do him. And if you think he's crazy now, wait till he has to serve that sentence. So that's why he's not trying to take that plea. Because if the plea only held maybe another 12 months, I'm quite sure Natureboy would take that plea. The plea probably holds more than 12 months. It probably holds years, 5 to 6 years, maybe longer, or maybe a little less. But it's probably more than another year that he would have to serve. He probably ain't even trying to hear taking a plea for another 2 years. So that means by the time he gets out, he done did 3 years. He's not trying to do that. He don't want to be caught up, stuck in that jail, and then eventually the ones that are holding him down end up leaving him. So I think that's what he's scared of. No canteen, no phone calls, and living like a buster in jail. Did you see the document? I put the letter. Well, I put the letter. I could actually, if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not going out my way, because I already know, hearing from the horse's mouth, what's going down with Natureboy at this present time. That's why I said I'm gonna, you know, just let it play out, and then I'm gonna do my commentary, you know, as things start to emerge. I'm not gonna get up here every day talking about his bond hearing and all this for 3 weeks when nothing else is being said about his bond hearing. Only time I'm going to talk about this bond hearing, just giving you guys an example, is when his next bond hearing is coming up. I will update you guys in a live stream. Okay, this is when his next bond hearing is, and when that bond hearing time comes, then we'll speak on it. Other than that, I'm not going to be making up accusations, assumptions, conspiracy theories. I'm not doing any of that because we're not there behind closed doors with whoever the demon, aka Natureboy, is talking to. Only Natureboy is there, and only Natureboy knows what's going on with him. And like I said again, in my opinion, I think that he should take a plea, but I know that that lawyer has told him what the numbers would be on a plea, and he doesn't want to do any time. I guess he figures, you know how Natureboy is, you know, me. He probably figures in his mind, I already did almost close to a year. But it's not about the time you feel as though you've done. It's about the time the law is going to give you. Eligio is not going to take a plea because he says he's innocent. Yeah, we know that. But if he goes and take it to trial and he loses, then he's going to be in jail for a long time. That is correct, Big Sis. They would even give him time served for sitting. Exactly. It says, yes. Okay. It says, trust me, I am sure that the attorney does not want to spend multiple cases hours building a defense. Yeah. I don't think so either, Shay J. And I don't think he has the money to afford for that attorney to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he has the money, and you know the attorney is not going to sit there, especially someone who's labeled, you know, like Natureboy is labeled as, and then just looking at the tapes and question looked at the evidence. I don't think he's gonna sit there and waste his time trying to free Natureboy, because you know he's not a very good guy, and I'm quite sure the guy can see that from what he saw in those videos, and it's just probably, even on a personal level, just not worth this attorney's time. I believe that Natureboy is saying no to the plea. Watch, he is going to take it to trial. you know he is a narcissist. Yeah, I know, but you know what? You're gonna play that narcissist game with the wrong people, and you're gonna mess yourself up. That makes sense. Okay, I see that. It says it's so many people that take pleas. They do their job and find him guilty. So many black men plea out. Yeah, because if you take it to trial, like I just said, chances are you might not be lucky. And if you take it to trial, you're gonna do way more time. The plea, the lawyer will get him a good, sensible deal. I know people might say, well, how can you say sensible deal? Even if he got 6 or 7 years or 5 years, you're not doing that time, SL Davis. Yeah, but if he takes it to trial, he could do 25 to maybe longer. If he's found guilty, even on just the R charge alone holds what, 25 years. And then if he gets guilty on all charges, it's gonna be a sentence on each charge that he's found guilty on. So I don't understand why he just doesn't take a plea. Some people might say it says, well, the lawyer is working with the district. Is somebody using my profile? Who is this? Or the lawyer is working with the district attorney, because that is no conflict of interest for the lawyer to withdraw from his case. Natureboy probably told him you're working with the state. I didn't write this, so I don't know who is in here writing this. I've actually never had a troll page actually put my profile up. What's up? What, did somebody hack my stuff? It says what's up? Because that's not me writing. That is not me writing. I might have to block that. Let me see. Yeah, that's a little bit puzzling, but I ain't gonna get too distracted with it. I'll take care of it. Yeah, Heather, they didn't do the bond hearing with him. His attorney is off his case, so that paid lawyer that he has is no longer his paid lawyer. A troll in here. Yeah, but it's weird because yeah, it's really weird because they're like highlighting this person. Know what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna end up you're out of here. See you later. Let me see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the channel. Let me see this. Let me see. Hold on. This is weird. What if somebody hack my page? Because this redirects to my channel. That is weird. That is really weird. Yeah, this redirects to my channel, so this is a little weird here. Let me see something else. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me see something else. Yeah, I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna block that. All right. That's what I'm gonna do. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta block this right quick, because we ain't gonna be doing all that now. Remove. Go to channel. Aren't you just scared? All right, so I'll take care of it later. But yeah, so I think he should take a plea too. I don't know, but I don't think he should take it to trial. I don't think he should take it to trial at all whatsoever, because it's just not looking good for him. It's not looking good for him at all. And it's not looking good. Obviously, it's not looking good. Even the plea, I'm quite sure the lawyer has explained to him, if he takes a plea, that he's not going to have to worry about, anything. Like he'll probably do maybe 6 years, 10 years. And I guess whatever the number is, Natureboy's like, nah, I ain't taking no plea. I ain't trying to do no time. I'm innocent. Says, how much time is they offering that widow? That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's dogs. Yeah, we're trying to figure that out now. But I'm gonna tell you like this: whatever time they're trying to offer him, obviously he's not trying to do any of that time. Because for him to say it, I'm gonna say this to you guys again. If the lawyer is trying to tell him to take a plea, and he only has to do a year, so I'm just saying, who wouldn't take a plea if you only got to do 12 months? He must have to, if he takes a plea, the lawyer already told him the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Of what the plea would offer him. It's got to be more than a year. I'm gonna tell you that much. So I'm gonna play this video real quick while I step away for a second, and I'll be right back. Hold on.
The miscellaneous criminal calendar that we initially started Thursday, and then it got interrupted due to tornado sirens going off in the building. So the remaining cases needed to be continued. All right, I'm going to start by calling the calendar. Let me stop that video. Okay. I'm going to start by calling the calendar to see who's here and ready to proceed, and then we'll get started. Number 1 is Jasmine Bennett. It's for a plea.
That's right, Your Honor. She's
Okay.
present as Jasmine's iPhone.
Okay.
I believe we may be waiting for the clerk.
Okay, very good.
Hold on, guys.
We'll hold
a second.
for her.
I'll be right back.
Number 2, Elijah Bishop has been continued. And it's not going to be heard today.
Sorry, guys. I'm multitasking. I'm cooking, and I also am live, so I'm multitasking. If you block, it is going to block you. I know it. That's why I'm just going to end up changing the password or something. Yeah. Yes, I just got redirected too. What you mean you just got redirected, sweetie? Heather, change your email and password. Yes. It said, yep, it's being masked. It says, it's me, Rick James. I did it. Really? Cold-blooded. Now it's Rick James. I know, right? But anyways, back to what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not looking good for Natureboy. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It's not looking good for Natureboy. He's trying to keep, what's going on with him on the hush hush on how serious things are looking for him. And he has every right to. That's his life. That's his business. However, it's not looking good for him because if the plea is going to give him a lesser sentence, why don't you take a plea? I mean, anybody in the right mind. What happened? What does that mean? So why won't? Okay. So my husband just said they're probably trying to give him time served. He could take. So if he takes a plea, they'll give him time served and he can walk. But he thinks his lawyer is trying to play him. My husband just said. But the thing with that is, it'll be on his record that he did it, and he's gonna have to register as a sex offender. And I don't think he wants to do all that. So he needs to be humble and take the plea. And I think our code just said something about the plea. It said the paid lawyer did not work for free. Natureboy will have to pay him, and the lawyer can put his fees in motion to be signed by judge. This means Natureboy washed value money for his defense. What you say? So come here and explain it then. My husband's gonna get on real quick. Hold on.
Hey, y'all. No, it sounds like that his lawyer tried to get him to take time served. And Natureboy was like, nah, there ain't got no evidence against me. And he felt that his lawyer was trying to play him out with the DA. So that's what the conflict of interest came in. But that's where I feel, you know what I mean? And I agree with him because I don't believe they can prove the cases against him. Really. That chick been over there 5 times. She know what it is. You know, she was on some animosity, a scorned woman. You know how that go. So that's just how I feel about that.
Yeah, so that's what it was. And I think Arco also mentioned about time served. So she and I know she probably got that information from her husband. I think it was Arco that said it. So her husband must have told her the same thing because he would definitely know because they've been in the system before, so they know. That's my husband said that's what the conflict of interest is. So that letter that was sent was the lawyer's not gonna sit there and waste his time going back and forth with Natureboy. If Natureboy is like, I'm innocent, I want to take it to trial. They ain't got no evidence against me. So yeah, he wanted him to take a plea, and if Natureboy took the plea, I thought this, like I said, it was just my opinion that he would have to maybe do a couple of years, but not what he would do if he got convicted. But my husband said, no, that's not what it is. He would take a plea and they would give him time served and he would walk. But he don't want that on his record, and also because he thinks he's innocent, and also he's gonna have to register as a sex offender. So that ain't no good look. Yep, he's got to register as a sex offender. I hate when people blame victims. Y'all don't do the Natureboy. It says y'all don't do that. Natureboy actually deserves this, and we've witnessed him use those women. You're right. You're right. I'm not blaming the victim at all. I just feel as though, you're going over for someone who's not a man. He can't speak up for himself, which is Solar, and you're putting yourself in a vulnerable situation where only one you're gonna be laying with is with Natureboy, and you don't want to lay with Natureboy. You're already violating yourself by going over there because Solar was scared at the time. He had them all in dog check, and I just feel as though every time she took that chance, thinking that Solar was gonna come be with her when she went to carbonation, it never happened, and you was putting your life in jeopardy. And now you're scarred for life because right when you left, you said no. You didn't want whatever he wanted to do to you that day to happen, and because you didn't leave and you didn't follow your gut, you ended up getting violated. You was getting violated the whole time, if you ask me, and you was doing all that just to be with a man. It says Arco said, what's up, He said, "What up?" Uncle Abdul was right. My husband said the same thing. She said her husband said the same thing. Yeah, that's what's up. He don't want to. He just don't. He just don't want to be humble. Yeah, but I would. But honestly, I would take it. Right, because they're not seeing eye to eye. Because the lawyer's telling him to do one thing, and he's trying to. No, I'm not doing that. Exactly. Yeah, but I don't think the lawyer's trying to sell him. I think the lawyer's trying to tell him, man, you take that to trial, and then somehow they come up with something. Yes. Right. So I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you something. The more he keeps getting rid of lawyers, or they end up just wanting to get off the case, because I'm quite sure even the court-appointed lawyers had told him a long time ago to take a plea and walk, and he's saying he's not gonna do it. And I think that's a lot of the reasons why these lawyers are not staying on his case. But the longer he stays stubborn, and keep switching out lawyers, the longer they can keep him, they can have him sit. So, it's crazy. He's gonna sit longer and longer every time he disagrees with a lawyer who's trying to counsel him and tell him that you better take a plea, bro, because you just don't know. Even if they don't right now, and he knows from the evidence that has been presented, because only Natureboy truly knows the fate of his life, of his freedom. So what I'm trying to say is, Natureboy might say, with all the evidence and what you're telling me as a lawyer, they really don't have enough to convict you, but we don't want to take no chances with it. They can come out of their, a hat with something, and you could be messed up in the game. So I think you need to take, this plea. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, it's really, really important that Natureboy stop this mess, humble himself, and take a plea. I honestly think he needs to take a plea too. To say that girl didn't get R is kind of like victim shaming. I don't believe anything said. However, I do believe yeah, I got to make sure I'm very careful on what I read because YouTube is acting crazy. You say certain words and they got an issue. But I do get your point. Now, I'm looking at your profile. Oh no, I thought you was somebody else. Girl, that name right there, you're going to have to tell me how that's pronounced, how your name is pronounced, because I'll mess it all up. Natureboy is being cloned. Okay, conspiracy theory. Hello, Howard. Tiara Howard says, what happened? Just joined. Natureboy, his lawyer has dropped off his case, a conflict of interest. So now he's back at square one. I don't know if he's going to get a court-appointed lawyer so he can try to get this bond for his next bond hearing. I don't know. I'm going to call tomorrow in the morning at 8:30 and see if they have updated the system with any new court dates for a bond hearing. And I'll let you guys know. I can't remember the site that I used to go on to look up all the information on court dates and all that stuff. But I'm going to end up probably going on there too. Hello, have to report as a what essay, right? Solar is really lucky Jag's husband didn't shoot him a few days ago. Natureboy's influence almost got Solar. Yeah, murked. It says he definitely don't want that essay title. That's what he's avoiding. Well, I just hope whenever he gets out, because they can't hold him forever, that he learned his lesson. Because he was being really obnoxious. He was doing a lot of inhumane things. And I just don't understand how he even got away with that for as long as he did. And I'm like you guys, I don't feel bad for him. I do not feel bad for him at all. He put himself in this situation. He's going to have to get himself out this situation. I don't feel bad for that boy. He done lost all his marbles. He done lost all his faculties, if you ask me. And I feel like the last couple of months, he was really off the hook with it. And that's when they had to come in and get him. New rules. Nini Ole. Oh, that's a pretty name. Nini Ole. Okay, Nini is cool. Okay. Why the lawyer drop off? My husband was saying he thinks that the conflict of interest was because Natureboy is not trying to take a plea. And if he takes the plea, he can walk, but he's going to be registered as a sex offender. And he's going to be registered as guilty of the charges, and it'll be on his record. And he doesn't want that. And it's understandable. That's not something you want on your record. But, you'll be free. I bet you it'll make you think twice the next time before you try to go do something like that. I don't know what you did. I wasn't there. But all I know is you ain't doing right. You definitely ain't doing right. That's for sure. I can't. I honestly can't feel bad for somebody like that. I can't, because he did that to himself. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And I don't feel bad for him. He treated those people poorly. It's going to also give people time to heal, because I think that if he doesn't take a plea and he ends up getting locked up for a very long time, these women will break the chains and they will leave. So, I'm just hoping that if he doesn't take the plea, maybe it's a blessing in disguise that the women will leave so that they can go and be with their children. Because right now they're just too caught up with him. And it's not a good look, man. You're a mother first. This dude was treating you like ish. And I mean, look at the signs, guys. Look at the sign. Things happen for a reason. Everything that happens is for a reason. That lawyer getting off of Natureboy's case, not no longer want to represent him, saying he's a conflict of interest and all that other stuff, that was meant to happen. I really believe God wants him to sit longer and feel what he has done in his life and how many people's lives he has destroyed. And he wants to say, when you get out, I hope you learn from this. I hope that you really learn from this. It said, yo, this is what we wanted, right? We all been saying for the last 3 to 4 years to lock him up. We got our wish. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Those women will not leave Natureboy. Shh. And that's so sad. That is so sad. Let me do one thing too. Let me go and look on Instagram to see if anything's popping off. Let's see. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I don't look too active. I know Janine was on yesterday. She was kind of emotional, and she's saying that she's not gonna be dealing with soul law. But like I said, if you like it, I love it. I still wouldn't be mad at her if she, ended up, being back with them and using the excuse, well, I have a baby from him and I want him to be in my child's life. I mean, at the end of the day, that's that girl's business. Let's try to get these likes up to 100. Let's try to get these likes up to 100. Get the likes up to 100. Hit the like button. If you forgot to hit the like button, I promise you it's free. If it's free, it's for me, and if it's free, it's for you. But yeah, let's hit the like button. I don't beg for cash apps and super chats. All I ask you to do is hit the like or the dislike. That is all. So, who in here has not heard what the lawyer said on regards to Natureboy's bond hearing? Put a 1 in the chat. I'm gonna play it one more time, and then I'm not gonna play it anymore because I'll be getting off shortly. Anyways, hey everyone. Hey Yella. Hey Yella. How you doing? Put a 1 in the chat if you have not heard what the lawyer said. It says, that's right, Heather. Tell them to hit that like button. What's wrong with you? I really don't care, but let's see. She said, I really don't care, but let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to play it if it's not that many. I mean, it ain't got to be 1,000 people. Ain't even 1,000 people in the room, but I'm saying if it's not that many people, then there's no reason to play it. Let me see. I want to see it. Okay, Heather, honey, I'll play it again. I'm in college and working multiple jobs, so I'm busy. I know that's right. I know that's right.
The miscellaneous criminal calendar that we initially started Thursday, and then it got interrupted due to tornado sirens going off in the building. So the remaining cases needed to be continued. All right, I'm going to start by calling the calendar. Let me stop that video. Okay. I'm going to start by calling the calendar to see who's here and ready to proceed, and then we'll get started. Number 1 is Jasmine Bennett. It's for a plea.
That's right, Your Honor. She's
Okay.
present as Jasmine's iPhone.
Okay.
I believe we may be waiting for the clerk.
Okay, very good.
Hold on, guys.
We'll hold
second.
for her.
I'll be right back.
Number 2, Elijah Bishop has been continued. And it's not going to be heard today.
So that was, short and sweet. I just want to, hear from the horse's mouth, because I get tired of sometimes you give an announcement, that Elijah Bishop is not going to be heard today. It's going to be continued. And, people ask all these questions like you're the judge or the lawyer or the prosecutor. So I like y'all just hear from the horse's mouth, short and sweet, what the judge said. And if you want to see the letter that I know and I'm convinced they whoever copied that letter of the conflict of interest that lawyer filled out, they didn't print the whole letter. It's half the letter, and it's like the bottom part of the letter. You can look on my community tab, and you can read the conflict of interest letter that the lawyer or his ex-lawyer wrote to get off of Natureboy's case. So, y'all, please pray for me with this college stuff. OMG. You are in my prayers, Yellow Y. You gonna be okay. God ain't gonna put you through nothing you can't handle, sis. You got this. Every like, it says what? Every like is 2 more years on Natureboy's jail time. Hey. She got this. She definitely got this. I'm telling you. Sometimes we think things are worse than what they really are, and you always pull through. So you're going to be just fine and stuff. But yeah, I'm not going to stay on here too long. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I will definitely be on here live tomorrow with any updates. I might stay up a little bit late and comb through social media and see what I can find, because it seems like the demons go out late live, and they do all this feel bad for me, type of situation. And, if I find something out, I will definitely share it with you. I'm hearing allegedly that Jaguar Wright is on a 72-hour hold. So she should be home sometime today or tomorrow. But if we don't, she might not, get on social media right away. So just because she ain't on social media, that doesn't mean that, she's not out. She could be just home and dealing with her family and trying to just heal. Thank you for your work, sis. Thank you, Nene. I'm late, SO. What was the outcome? It was no outcome. They're gonna probably reschedule it, Suzanne Harrison, for another date because Natureboy's paid lawyer has taken himself off of the case. He is no longer Natureboy's lawyer, and it's a conflict of interest, is what the lawyer is saying. So they're departing ways. Natureboy's going his own way, and his lawyer's going his own way. So that's where it's at now. Did they give him more time? No, they didn't give him no more time. They didn't give him a bond. Nothing happened. He did. I don't even think he was in the court. They probably didn't even have him into the court. Yellow. Why? Because yeah, they the lawyer wasn't coming in to represent him to fight. To try to get him a bail. I mean a bond. I said a bail. So yeah, there was no need for Natureboy to come to court because the lawyer wasn't coming to court because he's not representing them anymore. So sometimes they want hold you up to 72 hours. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I heard. But like I said, I want to let it play out. I don't want to be doing no assumptions. People can't stand when you do too many assumptions. I assume sometimes, but sometimes I hate when I assume and I'm not right. And I hate when people do it to me, and it just pisses me off because you set yourself up saying, "Oh, okay, that's how it's going down." Then you find out that no, that's not how it's going down at all. That person didn't know what they were talking about. So I rather just like to see things play out. I don't like to do all this conspiracy theory and making people believe something, and we don't even know where you got that information from. You just making people believe it. You can't do that. You got to just sit back and watch how it plays out and hear what's going on from the horse's mouth and present the information to the audience. They should give him a bond that he's not able to pay. Yeah, that's what's normally happens with situations like this, cases like this. They usually the first 2 times they make the bond so high that he can't make it. And then what they do after that is they then maybe the third or fourth time they give him a bond that he can't afford. Especially if it ends up going to where he's been in jail for about a year and whatever, and he's still locked down. They usually by the third or fourth time, then they might give him a bond that he can afford, and then they'll release him to the street, and then he'll have to come back and forth to court. You know what I'm saying? He'll be free and he'll be able to on his own come back and forth to court, to see what the outcome is of the case. SL, you think Jaguar deserves to get out after what she did? No, not really. I don't think 72 hours is efficient, to be honest with you. It says, I know, but she do need a break from YouTube and Insta. She does. I think when she gets out, who cares if people think that she's been in jail? Like I said jail. Who cares if people think that she's been in a psych ward for a month? If she stayed off of social media to get her faculties together, get her mind together, and get her mind right, who cares what anybody else thinks if you're trying to heal yourself? Because the people that will talk about what you're doing probably needs healing themselves. Let's try to get them likes up before I get up off here. I'm about to leave in a minute, but I want to see if we can get them likes up. So let's try to get them likes up. Let's try to get them up to 100 at least. I mean, we got 100 and how many people in here? We got 139 people in here. Them likes ain't adding up. Yeah, let's try to get them up to 100. It says that's a person who is mentally unstable. Big time. Big time. And that's why she got along so well, Yellow Y, with Solar, because he's mentally unstable. Hey, get out my pot. I'm making fresh string beans with smoked turkey wings, and I'm hearing my pot lid be opened up. Don't you go in my pot messing with my string beans until they're cooked. I hate when he goes in my food when I'm cooking. So listen, guys, I'm getting off of here because I have to finish up my cooking. Thank you, April. And I'll definitely be on here tomorrow. Y'all stay blessed. And I'm out. Make sure y'all put some hearts up into the chat. You just do it like this. And Yellow Y, you gonna be okay, baby girl. You gonna be okay. I soak from fresh organic collard greens. Oh, you said you soak some fresh organic collard greens. Ooh, child, yes. So y'all stay blessed. You too, Heather. Have a beautiful night. Stay blessed. Love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out. Mwah.